stream. Let's stream the dream, John.
Streaming it.
We are streaming, and hello everybody. Welcome to our Wednesday Live, where we're both, one of us is out of focus and one of us isn't. Super sticker is now enabled. Okay, got it.
Super stickers.
We're here for a little while anyway, and I'm here with John. He made it this week. He had something came up last week, personal things that happened.
Yeah.
Well, we're here to talk about. We have some interesting things to talk about today.
Yeah, you said stuff that I might not even know.
Yeah, you probably don't. What's going on right now? Happy Wellness Wednesday. Yeah, first question. Yeah, I saw Moby's tattoo. Did you? Well, I'll pull up a picture in a little while. Alright guys, so yeah, we're here Wednesday Live where you guys can ask us questions as we do the live stream here. So some of the things I want to talk about. First off is what's going on with YouTube. YouTube just came out with the COPPA laws. It's privacy to protect kids, which is always a good thing. However, it's kind of screwing with all of the creators in a really bad way. So the FTC is the one that passed the laws. So they sued YouTube for $170 million, and now YouTube has to come out with some new updates for us, the creators. And it's got everybody like worrying like what's going on because they're pretty vague about it. So anyways, there's a new feature whenever you upload a video. It says, is this made for kids? And at first I'm like, well, yeah, all my stuff is, kid friendly. It's not made for kids. It's made for everybody. But it's all my stuff is like kid friendly. So then I do a little bit more research on this, and it turns out that if it's made for kids, then limited advertisers to almost no monetization. Mm-hmm. So now, because kids can watch certain things, they're not going to be advertising for kids, because kids aren't going to be watching certain advertisements. You're not going to be able to have comment sections because kids aren't going to be commenting on everything. And that they consider the law considers kids anybody 13 or under. First of all, I think that's horrible for content creators because a lot of people do this for a living, and now they're not going to be able to do it, and they're very vague on what videos are created for kids or not. Now, if somebody puts up a video where it might be made for kids, but they say that it's not, which was very vague, and they could be hit with a fine, and the fine is $42,530 fine for every video that violates this thing. And they're not joking around here. They're going to go after people. Whoa. So that's another thing. So like us. So, but somebody made a good point because I've watched a lot of videos since this came out, and this only came out yesterday. Somebody made a good point. Like, why should parenting be put on the shoulders of content creators? Because now it's really limiting us, you know? I mean, when you have adult material, usually when you go to if you go to an adult site, it says, are you 18 or older?
Right.
So, like, why? So here's the other thing. You're in between a rock and a hard place here because if you make a video that's aimed for kids, now you can't be monetized, you can't make any money, you can't engage, your channel is probably going to die because there's no engagement anymore. But if you make something that is not made for kids, like you say, the F word or whatever, that now you can have a video, but it can't be monetized. So we're in a gray area now where it looks like it could be the end of YouTube, it could be the end of free speech, and the censorship going on here is just really messed up, and it's scary, because for people like me, like I started YouTube with you a long time ago before there was any such thing as monetization.
Yeah.
We did it because this is what I loved, making videos, and I found a way to share my videos with people and teach people about veganism and do what I love doing at the same time. And as time went on, like now you can monetize, so now you can make an income. So wow, I can actually do what I love doing and do it and make money. So I can do what I love doing for a living, So as time went on, I started, it started growing and growing and growing to the point where, I told the story many times, but I was in a position with my employer, like, hey, I either got to go more full-time with the employment, which I was full-time, and then I got to the point where I could do it part-time and focus more on my YouTube, which was growing and growing and growing. And I was put in a really bad position where I didn't want to quit my job, but I was given an ultimatum, either do full-time hours on this or quit the vegan zombie. And I'm like, I can't quit the vegan zombie. Like, I put too much into this. This is what I love. I'd lose my sanity if I did that. So I went full-time with vegan zombie, and I reluctantly quit my job that I went to school for. So now I'm in the position where I'm doing this full-time now. Now it's not just like, oh, I'm doing it because I love it. I have to do this to survive. This is how I make my living. And now this whole COPPA law, where I think parents should be in charge of their kids and what their kids are watching online, not creative people that are trying to put creative content out there and make their own. We're not supposed to be babysitters for children and everything,
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that because the household should be in charge of the computer. What we put out on the computer to make a living, to entertain, if I'm trying to entertain people at a certain demographic and I can't show ads, I can't collect a revenue from that, I mean, YouTube's going to fail.
Yeah.
Let's start up a new YouTube. ZTube.
It's putting restrictions on everybody that's content creators, and now you're seeing things that people used to do YouTube because they love doing YouTube, and I love doing YouTube, but then it got into an area where people were doing YouTube just to make money. It's all about the money signs,
Yeah, the wow factor and stuff.
I love making content. I love it. I would make content whether I made money or not. However, I'm in a position right now where I have, this is how I make a living, so I have to put content out.
Yeah.
And these restrictions they're horrible, because like, what if somebody comes over and says, well, this video right here is a kid video? It's like, no, it's, I never made videos for kids. They're kid friendly. And part of the reason why you have to be a certain age even to have a YouTube account. So why would I be making content for little kids that technically aren't even supposed to have a YouTube account? I'm making content for, younger people, but also older people, adults, people that watch YouTube, to make it easy, to make veganism easier for them, and if they have kids, like I want to put, I do a lot of videos with my niece, that
Right.
doesn't mean that's a video made for little kids. It means it's a video made for everybody, but little kids could watch it if they wanted, but, I don't necessarily think that my little kids will want to watch videos of mine where I'm like ranting about impossible foods or something like that.
Right.
But yeah, that's a gray area there, and it's scary because this has taken effect. I've already uploaded a video where I had to check, like, is this made for kids or not? And it's like, that's a weird question. It's like, no, it's made for everybody. I mean, kids are welcome to watch it, but it's not made for kids. So the logic there is kind of skewed,
Yeah.
Yeah. But now I have to no, it's not made for kids. And somebody had a good point in there, like a kid-friendly show. That I watched a video where some kid was talking about the same thing I'm talking about right now, and he said, my videos have always been kid-friendly, but now if I have to add the F word at the end of every video just so it's not kid-friendly,
Yeah.
like, do we have to do a vegan zombie video where the whole thing is friendly and at that very end we say F? Just so
I can make that really easy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like, I don't know. What do you guys think about that? So, yeah, that's the first thing I wanted to talk about here, the COPPA laws and how this is going to affect content creators. Hopefully they're talking about only channels that are just like little kid channels. Like the verbiage, the way we talk, it's not geared toward little kids.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's the first thing, and obviously the second thing, I just most of you have already seen the videos, but since I was last live, I posted 2 videos, so I'd urge you guys to go watch the first one I posted, which was my interview with my father about the UFO story that happened at Maelstrom Air Force Base back in 1967. It's confirmed by the United States government, and my dad was there to tell the story in person. So that was a cool one because, I mean, I started out by saying, like, this is the most legit UFO story that I have ever heard because my dad was actually there and the government is saying, yes, this happened.
Ooh, I gotta watch that.
Yeah, so...
I'll watch it on the drive home. I'll watch it at home.
So that's a cool video. If you guys haven't seen that, go check that one out. And then the other one that I just posted 2 days ago, Monday, is the VEGO bar where I go around having different people try the VEGO bar. And most of you have probably already seen it. I know Marina is in the chat right now, and she's actually in the video. So thank you for doing that. A couple things that I also wanted to say about the video. So first of all, it's the VEGO bar, which can be pronounced VEGO, VEGO. I talked to the owner. I said, what's the proper way to say this? And he says, there's no proper way. You know, some people say VEGO. Some people over here say VEGO. It's all okay. So there's no proper way to say it. So
that's annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to know the guy that came up with the name. When you said it and you had...
What was the first thing you said?
Like tell me. I need to
VEGO,
know. Let's get him on the
VEGO.
line here. Get him on the line on this live program.
We're going to get him live, guys. No, just kidding.
All right, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's
just
good.
annoying.
So the other thing, and if you guys watch it, Craig gets to try. I feel like I'm not giving any spoilers away because most people have already seen it. Craig gets to try the VEGO bar 4 times because he tries it as No Egg Craig, he tries it as Prison Mike, he tries it as Craig, and he tries it as his evil twin brother. So I did some movie magic like I did with you in the cheese stick video.
Okay, so he didn't really get 4 bars.
Well, he tried it 4 times.
Okay. Jealousy would have really crept in. I've been like, where's that box?
And then his parents try it, who are chocolate experts. They've been working in the candy business. The candy business has been in their family for 110 years, over 110 years. So they try it. And now here's the other thing. I never told anybody when I gave them the bar, I never told anybody to give it a good review. I said, give me your honest review. I was actually waiting for at least 1 or 2 people to say, not really my thing. But nobody said that. I didn't leave anything out. I put everybody that did it in there, and everybody gives it a positive review. Everybody. And I didn't tell anybody to do that. I said, tell me what you think. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Just tell me what you think. So
what if you walk around the neighborhood and give it to all the dogs and see if they like it?
Man, they would all
die.
They wouldn't. Well, that's
get really sick.
No, they wouldn't. Well, if I gave them a whole bar, they would. But if you get, I read how much chocolate do you actually have to give a dog before it to get sick? And it's like more chocolate than you or I would even eat in an entire day.
Well, that's debatable.
Well, for you, yeah. So yeah, like if you gave a dog a piece of chocolate in the neighborhood, they'd probably all be at your front door wanting more.
Okay, so don't do that.
Right, don't do that. I don't give my dog chocolate, by the way. Okay, so now I'm gonna look at. Oh, the other thing I wanted to talk about was I did, for you guys that remember that I got my hair chopped in that video where I donated to Wigs for Kids. I got an email from them last week saying, thank you, we got your hair. Somebody can now use your hair, and they got it. So, yeah, it went to the right place that it was supposed to go to. So some people were worried about, like, is this company going to get it or not? But yes, they got my hair, and there were some mean comments there too. So, like, there were comments that were like, oh, I didn't know kids want gray hair. And I was like, thanks, jerk. Like, just stuff like that. It's like, there are so many negative comments on videos. Luckily, I don't get too many, but there are some. Like, the last video, the VEGO video, it only got 1 dislike. And I'm like, who would dislike this?
I hate chocolate.
Oh, my God, chocolate. No, Prison Mike. Okay, so I'm going to, if you guys have asked any questions thus far, I missed them. But now it's time to take questions.
Your Honor.
So that's the first part of this video. Anyway, should I even maybe I'll even put that in the description right here. New COPPA. What's going on with your back? By the way, we all looked at the.
You showed him my spine.
I showed him the spine
Isn't
last
it
week.
gross, you guys?
It's like
so nasty. So I went into the doctor's office after I had that scan taken, and I said, I don't think it's in my spine. I think it's lower. Anyway, we still don't know. So the pain is still there. I'm still losing my mind. But we're going to really consider that second opinion, look at these scans and see. I don't think anybody can see the actual thing that's wrong. And that's why they're like, well, maybe it's this or maybe it's this. And that's where we're at right now. But I feel like trying to stay positive and that we're narrowing it down. Like, I don't think it's the spine, even though it looks that gross. I think it's something that's caused from the curvature for sure. Pulling muscles out of, pulling muscles in ways they shouldn't be pulled. And maybe did something to my SI joint, which is where we're kind of focusing right now. So that's where we're at, you guys. I know.
I think your next
second opinion.
Second opinion.
I know.
Get a second opinion.
Yeah, I know.
Before anybody does anything to your body, second opinion.
Yeah, it's tough, man, because I can't I can't be on my feet all day long right now, so I'm only able to work like 4 or 5 hours a day, and we got bills to pay.
We do.
We got bills. Well, I just took Kitty to the vet today.
Kitty to the vet.
She had an upper respiratory infection.
She's the one that hugs, right?
Yeah.
She's a hugger.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just trying to stay positive and not annoy everybody around me with my backstories. My back!
Tabitha wants to know if my dad has any more UFO stories. No, that's the only UFO story he has, which was a pretty decent UFO story, by the way. Aurora loves the hair. Thank you. Yeah, second opinion. Do not do surgery. More harm than good. Try physical therapist. Yeah, but the thing is you've already done the physical therapy. And have you done chiropractor?
Yeah, I've done chiropractor. I'm doing inversion table therapy right now to try to get some of that compression pulled. Some traction. And yeah, Linda, you have a good point. Let's see, it's on my. Let's see if I can do this. So actually, can you pull the picture up? Because I know you. So right there, that point right there in my spine, we think that might be pinching on some nerves or
That's
hitting
crazy.
the nerves.
That's so crazy that I can't
I know.
understand how you can stay up. You know what I'm saying?
It's just my lower curve. There's a whole upper curve too.
Yeah, it's like an S.
It's like I'm like super.
Super John.
So the thing is, that particular nerve that I just pointed at supposedly will wrap around the front of my leg and go down my knee, and that's not where the pain is. The pain is very localized. I'm showing you guys. I'm going to show you. This is kid friendly.
I thought you were going to moon.
Right here. Right here. That's where your SI joint is. And it's funny because that's where sciatica is, because that's where your whole
SI, sacral iliac.
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
So anyway, you guys, I'm honestly like doing everything in my power to be happy and positive right now. Ask Kristen. It's a lot to deal with. I'm being just full disclosure. It's a lot to deal with when you're going through this constant pain. Like, it's all I think about. Even like when Chris is talking, sometimes I drift off because I'm like, ah.
Yeah, because you're always thinking about it because it's always there.
Yeah, and then I was so when I went to your doctor, I was so relieved. I'm like, somebody's gonna take care of me. And he's like, actually, I don't do this. I'm gonna send you over to this guy. And this guy's like, yeah, we gotta just rip you right out from butt to neck. And then
maybe they could give you like a Wolverine adamantium.
I mean, at this point, this is very serious. I mean, it runs in my family. My aunt, my father's sister, had to have a rod in her upper spine. It's hereditary, and it could really. I mean, it's kind of scary, but in a year from now, I might not be walking. So I have a lot of stuff going through my head right now. A lot of fear, and you know what though, I worked really hard the last my whole life, really. I've been a hard worker, I think. I grew up on a produce farm. I worked really hard at my last job, gave it everything I had until it broke me. And whatever happens. I'll just keep trying to figure it out and support the family and spread veganism and help Mockingbird. That's the stuff that makes me happy. Anyway, I do have degenerative disc disorder as well. I am just nasty in there. My parts are all over the place, guys.
Someone said don't get the surgery, and like I'm somebody that never wanted to have surgery either. But after trying everything else, it's the only thing that helped me. I actually already had back surgery for sciatica, and it was the best decision I made for that time.
The thing, that's a nice procedure right there. No offense. The one that you had,
yeah.
What they need to do to me with that
is so much different. I know.
And like when you're dealing with nerves like that, holy cow! Like you do one wrong thing. And I don't know. It's the spine is we are amazing, and you don't really think about how amazing the human body is. Like I saw somebody get tackled the other day on TV, and I'm like, ah! Like I actually felt pain because my brain's like, that guy just is in so much pain.
Was it like bowling or something?
No, I was watching a fight on.
Oh,
yeah, I was watching a fight on YouTube. But, anyways, let's talk about you guys.
Tabitha wants to know if the giveaway is still going on. So if you're not familiar, the giveaway is for the VEGO bars, and I posted the instructions on my Instagram account. So if you go over there on the Vegan Zombie, you can enter to win the VEGO bar. We're going to pick the winner. It's done on Sunday, so we're going to pick a winner.
Are you doing it live?
On Sunday? No, I don't think we're going to do it live. I haven't come up with the exact... I got to talk to VEGO. And find out,
because you got to announce it on like all your platforms.
Well, no, I'm announcing it on...
The Tube.
I'm only doing it on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
The giveaway, you need to be on Instagram to do it. So you need to go to Instagram, like that, tag 2 people, and be in the United States, because it's a United States rollout of the VEGO bar. It's already been in other countries. It's originated in Germany. It's all over Europe, and I believe it's in Canada in some places, because I heard them talking about that. So now it's going to be in the United States. And I got Caleb in contact with them, so Green Planet probably will have them too.
That's cool. It's gonna be a little pricey, right? Their first rollout.
Well, it's pricey right now if you buy it on Amazon, but I'm not sure if it's in these stores if it's going to be pricey. I think they're going to be able to put it a little bit cheaper, maybe half the price you can find it online. And a lot of people had that question, why is it so expensive? And right now it's expensive because you're probably buying it through Amazon or Vegan Essentials. And the reason for that is because those ones were imported from Germany, so that's why they're so expensive, like $9-10 a bar.
Okay.
But once it's actually in the United States and it rolls out here, you can actually get it for probably half that price. When I was talking to him, I think he wanted to price it around under $5 for the big bar, and maybe $3.99 for the little bar. I think. Because he asked me how much we should, charge, and I'm like, I'll give them out for free. No, but you need to make them. They need to make their money on them, but also you can't put them too high, because I feel like once chocolate gets to that certain price, people are like, it's good chocolate, but it's too much.
Yeah.
You just can't spend that much. We have a super chat from Pink Moon for $5. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Sending John well wishes. Hope it gets better or less bad.
Thanks.
I think we all hope.
Thanks. Yeah, better. Thank you. I appreciate it, you guys.
No, the prize is not one VEGO bar. It's the first prize winner. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's a few VEGO bars and a few mini bars and a T-shirt, and then the next one is like.
What do the mini bars look like? Just smaller versions of
Yeah. I don't have any, but I did, but I don't anymore. I only have the big ones.
Okay.
So yeah. So it's cool, hey, it's a giveaway. You can't lose anything; you can only win.
It's doing really well on Instagram too. There's so many comments.
Oh, are there?
Yeah.
Oh, well, thethere's a lot of comments because that's part of the.
Yeah. That's what I mean. People are like, yeah, we want to win this VEGO bar.
Yeah. There's 410 comments. That's 410 entries. So that means. How
do you What's the science behind picking a winner?
I don't know if we're going to use an app to do that, because you can do that in apps.
Yeah.
But what I usually do is I I go through and I take the tedious time to unhide every single comment, and then I'll scroll all the way down without looking forever, and then I'll scroll all the way back up, and I don't know if I'm in the beginning or middle or anymore, because I'll do it for a good 4 or 5 minutes, without looking, and then I'll just stop, and I'll be like, all right, that's one of our winners. But if they have a better way to pick it, then I'll just let them do it. Hey, Laura, how's it going?
Hey, Laura.
Laura's actually in the video, too.
Laura has been posting some delicious recipes.
Some of them are recipes.
Yeah,
She
but
did our
some
pot
of them,
pie.
the ones that aren't ours, though.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the ones that are
good
ours
ones.
are delicious looking, too. But
Interesting.
but she posted a crispy, delicious little fried potato thingy.
Yeah.
That's the scientific name of it.
Yeah, I've never tasted anything, but I'm sure she's a good cook.
It's all fake.
Oh, that's why it looks so good.
It's just
photography.
It's a painting, actually.
Yeah. So what are you eating there? And can you explain it?
These are the.
Explain yourself.
I don't know if I've had these on a previous.
It's the Figgy Pops.
Yeah,
Peanut butter and jelly ones.
They're actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also have the mango, because I talked about those in my Target video.
The mangoes are really good.
Super duper.
Really good.
Declare race the winner of the VEGO grand prize. It's the only way, to be fair. I got it. What if I actually see now? What if I actually
What?
picked you, and I'm like, oh, I can't do it now, because people think it's like,
Yeah, they're gonna think it's a setup.
yeah. What else do we have going? I feel like.
Oh well, I can talk about Mockingbird for a minute.
Yeah, let's talk about
'Cause,
that. Oh, and before we talk about Mockingbird, you actually put out a video a few days ago, which I think is very informative for people that are interested in doing their own sustainable living, their sustainable gardens, and you guys show how to basically plant stuff in the fall going into winter.
Yeah, that was First of all, when I first met Jay, I was just floored by the type of human he is. Like he's like
tall, skin. No.
He's a woodworker. He's he's a musician. He's animal lover. I don't know. He's just
bowler. He's a good bowler.
He's a twin.
His
brother's amazing too. But anyway, so we've been wanting to do. I actually wanted to do a spring video with him this year, but with everything that it's been, 2019 has been awful. But anyway. We finally got together this fall, and we stopped at that Angel Hearts Diner.
Yep.
Everything,
which is a new vegan
diner
in Ithaca, so it's kind of close to us.
Yep. And Kristen and I just did a little. We didn't talk about the food or anything because I feel like we're gonna go back and do like a whole video there, but we just did a quick little once over. But that food was amazing, all scratch, like made from scratch, kind of like Strong Hearts. But just more of that, like, mom and pop feel. Not that Joel and Nick feel. And then we went over and we shot a video in his garden where we did that fall planting. We talked about what we're going to do in the spring. I'm going to come down and hang out with him and maybe even make some food. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We had a great time.
Yeah, I'd like an invite next time.
Oh, yeah. Next time.
So, Marina, what did you think of the video, being in it? So, Marina, I had her, send me a video because she said she's going to try the VEGO bar for the first time. I'm like, send me the video. So, Marina is in the video all the way from Russia. So, I tried to put everybody I could find.
You got the whole world.
I got my dad. My dad's speaking Italian, and I have no clue what he's saying.
So, the question is, did Marina eat an American chocolate one?
No, she got it over somewhere in Russia. Or
different kind of chocolate.
But it's VEGO.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're right. It's VEGO over there.
That's gonna get me. I'm gonna lose sleep over it.
Please talk about Dean. Wait, Dean.
Oh, the dairy company that went bankrupt.
Oh, see,
that's on your list. That's on your list, wasn't it? No, that wasn't.
No, it wasn't. But I actually commented in a public forum as myself yesterday. Nothing to do with Vegan Zombie. It was on Syracuse.com. Posted it people were upset that this dairy company went out of business, and I wrote progress. And I got 5 or 6 likes on it. Yeah. But yeah, that's.
Look at. I mean, there's this weird.
I have things to say about this, but maybe it'll probably take a long time. So, but you go ahead.
Well, that's okay. We have all the time in the world.
Yeah.
We're on live program here. This is good television, Chris.
Television. This is the future of television. Isn't it? Not anymore.
It's time to just let traditions go and start new and be. We're evolving. It's in my opinion. I'm sure that everybody has an opinion. Opinions are like a-hole. We just lost monetization.
We did. It doesn't matter. We don't make anything else.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, they're going out of business for doing one thing. Let's encourage them on the several other things. Let's help this company.
Well, so...
Yeah, you go. You have smarter words than me.
Elmhurst is one of the first ones to do it. Elmhurst was a big dairy company, and they started doing really, really bad. They ended up doing peanut milk and nut milk. They have walnut and peanut, and they turned into a completely vegan company.
This is in Queens?
It's in Elmhurst, which is down towards, like, New York
Hudson.
City.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. So that's one of the first ones to do it. Now... Miyoko's she's out there teaching dairy farmers how to transform their dairy farming into plants, all plant-based. So this is a thing that's happening, and I know, and you see these dairy companies, these big dairy companies, they're going bankrupt. They're going out of business because the demand isn't as high. And I got to say that I just saw a video that somebody sent me. I don't know if it's somebody from here. But within the video, I think Cesar was there somewhere, so it's somebody that he knows. And they were talking about it doesn't matter if vegans buy plant-based or try to get other people to spend their money on plant-based things or not, because it doesn't matter in the end, because the government puts so much money into bailing them out and stuff
Subsidies.
like that. Now, I get that. The government is doing those kind of things. But don't think that our dollars don't count, because they do. And if they didn't, you wouldn't see things like Dean going out of business like this, or Elmhurst transitioning over to fully vegan and stuff like that. These are how it's going to start happening. And not to mention that, like, if you're trying to say that our dollars buying vegan products and stuff really don't matter, well, imagine if we didn't use our dollars to buy vegan, if we bought non-vegan things, then we would see a huge increase in the other direction, which we're not seeing. So,
can I ask you something really quick?
Go ahead.
Burger King posted its largest grossing new rollout
because of
the Impossible.
Yes.
Even though all of that uproar about, it's not made for vegans and all that, do you think it's still good that vegans purchased Impossible Burger?
Well,
because maybe all of these large chains...
No, honestly, I don't think it really has much to factor in that vegans bought it, because vegans are still like a very small percentage. Most of these sales, whether you like it or not, most of those sales are from non-vegans.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the majority of people out there are not vegan yet. So
what did that do? That just showed the level of excitement that people are willing to try something new.
Exactly, and it's still going. And like I said at the beginning, I never put it down, even what they did to me, and I don't like them for it. I never put them down. I said it's a great thing for veganism, but not meant for vegans. And I still say that. As a vegan, I wouldn't go to a place like that and eat food prepared in a kitchen like that. Now, if somewhere in the future they were, predominantly vegan with maybe a couple things that weren't vegan, maybe I would change my mind. But right now, I wouldn't want to walk into KFC and get a bucket of vegan chicken that was prepared in a KFC kitchen.
Realistically, so I guess my question is, do you think these entire dairy companies are going out of business and switching over to maybe plant-based things, right? Do you think you'll ever see a Burger King, McDonald's chain be more plant-based than animal product-based? Do you think?
Well,
in the next...
I mean, that's what I just said. Like, I think that eventually that's going to happen, because people are going to slowly see that, like, that's the future. That's where they can still basically have their cake and eat it too. Have something that's that same taste and everything, but not, for most people, that are eating at Burger King, they'll probably be like, well, it's a little bit healthier. And a lot of people are like, well, it's not healthy. Well, it's a little bit healthier.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, I think that eventually, if they can put the subsidies in the vegan products to make them not that much money, and they're just the same price, and I'm not saying that along the line for all vegan food, because we already know that all, vegan food is cheaper that way, but as far as like specialty things, yeah, they're more expensive. So if we can bring the price down there, I think that, I intend to live for at least another 100 years. So I think in my lifetime, maybe I would see Burger King being like, like I could be like, yeah, when I was a kid, Burger King did not have anything vegan. People were like, are you kidding me? Like they're the home of like the 7 best vegan burgers out there. Like maybe that'll be like that in the future.
That'd be amazing.
Hopefully it will.
Anyway, so Miyoko, and also, while we're talking about Miyoko, she's helping these farmers
transition. She's helping dairy farmers become vegan,
And then also, Ellen
just tried her cheese and butter and just invested.
Yeah.
Ellen and Portia.
I couldn't think of her name. Did we miss anything, you guys?
We missed so much.
We kind of went into our own little conversation again.
Sherry says, I had the Aldi vegan Asian burger. It was super good. Yeah, Noah, Craig, and I did a taste test of their burgers, and I think that might have been one of my favorites, too. It's been a long time, but yeah, that was a good one. What's up, bros? Barbarian Body Fitness, what's up? Definitely healthier for the environment. But, it's still... There's still people out there spewing all the negative rhetoric that is just, it's just so... I tried to watch something last night. It was somebody doing their reaction on Game Changers. And it wasn't a vegan channel. I'm like, I want to see what they say about it. Because I want to see what other people...
First of all, they were put here for us to eat.
Pretty much.
And if we don't eat them, they're going to go extinct.
Well... one of the comments that I was like, I knew that I didn't want to listen to this person anymore, which really is messed up because they have almost 1 million followers. And he said something like, because they got to the part where like the fighters, like Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz, and he says, out of both of them, like, what Nate won or something, but I think overall, I think Conor is a better fighter. He goes, I don't watch fighting, I don't know either one of them, but I think Conor's the better fighter. I'm like, you just said you don't know, you don't watch fighting, but you think Conor's better just because you're familiar with the name.
Just because more people know Conor McGregor's name.
He's better.
Yeah.
Like, that was his rationale. So I'm like, I can't take anything you're saying, but you're having an influence on your millions of followers by everything you're saying. So I looked through the comments, and literally 99% of them were agreeing with what he was saying about, continuing to eat meat and stuff. And I'm like, this is horrible and ridiculous. And you've got no basis on it, and they keep saying that well, if you want to, get your nutrients as an inferior person, be a vegan. And it's like, what? People are still saying this kind of stuff, and they're ignoring any of the science out there, and they're ignoring all of the athletes out there. They're like, well, there's certain athletes that have done, all kinds of different things.
Oh wait, did you see Logan Paul?
Yeah,
he ate a vegan diet his first match against KSI.
Yeah,
and then I saw what he eats in a day now for the rematch that he just lost.
Yeah,
he ate beef, venison, and pork all on one plate for protein.
I saw his and I don't watch Logan Paul. It was
a thing that popped up. That's right. I would never like.
So I watched his preview interview, pre-fight interview, and he says something because somebody asked. Oh, it was on Snapchat. He had a whole Snapchat thing or something. I was like, "What's?"
That's where I saw it too.
Yeah, and so I'm watching it, and he said something like, somebody asked him, like, "Are you still vegan?" He goes, "Oh, I was vegan last year. This year, no more vegan. Eating meat. I'm doing this, and it's like, why? Like, are you saying that it wasn't good?"
He said in his last fight, he thought his cardio would have been better, but he said, I believe he used the word gaunt. And if you look at me, he did not look like that at all in his first fight. Whatever.
I've got pictures of Zeke and Indy snuggling, yes. Even if they're fighting, they're like, after all is said and done at the end of the night. I have a picture of Zeke laying on Indy just from a couple nights ago.
Yeah, eating animals didn't make you lose, Logan Paul. Being a loser made you lose.
Yeah, that's the other one, Marsha. The incomplete protein argument, and they try to break that down. They're like, well, first he says, that all plants have all proteins, but they're inferior because they don't have all of the amino acid chains. So it's like, dude, I've never had a problem getting my protein. Not even like. I've never oh my god, what do I need to eat for the day? And it's been a quarter of a century. I should be dead.
Yeah, Chris, you should totally call out Logan Paul. That'll get you some views.
Dude, he would never even see it.
No, but people would click on it because it says the Logan Paul.
Maybe I'll do it, but still. Do you guys see how many views I got on my last videos?
Not a lot.
There's something wrong with my channel. Like I'll admit, some of my videos I'm not as happy with, but my VEGO bar video, I think I did a very good job on it, getting different people and the way I edited it. And, it started out strong in the first hour, and then it kind of slowed down. And then after the first 24 hours, it's pretty much stopped. It hit about 4,000 views, which is better than my 1,500 views on my crappiest video. But it just stops. And I click on it, and it's the last comment you've had was 5 or 10 hours ago, which means nobody's watching it anymore. So YouTube shows my video and then it just stops. It stops. So it's less than 1% of my YouTube following are seeing my videos. And now they want to take away, now all your videos are for kids, so sorry, you can't create anymore. And it's so frustrating and scary too when you're doing this for a living. It's what would I even do anymore? I've been doing this for 10 years.
You should open up a pancake shack, I think.
A pancake shack in my backyard in the snow? You got to come through the snow to get to my pancake shack?
No. I feel like it should be the utility closet in another restaurant where you just have an outlet and a hot plate and you just flap up some vegan pancakes.
Vegan pancakes in Syracuse.
You heard it here, folks, on live program television stream.
Oh, yeah, Barbarian Hack is here. Hey, what's up, man? So we did a live stream, me and him, and he's he's broken so many records as a vegan bodybuilder, never eaten meat, and right there he says, total crap, I'm a vegan bodybuilder, protein is easy and complete. And that's the truth. That's the truth to it. You really don't have to worry. As long as you're eating and you're not malnourishing yourself, you're going to be fine. I mean, if you have some kind of allergies or anything like that, it might be you just got to stay away from certain foods, but everything's there for you. You don't have to eat animals. When are people going to understand?
Protein only comes from animals and Brogan Paul.
Brogan Paul, right? You're right.
You can get protein from him.
Mm-hmm.
Hulk Brogan.
You liked the VEGO bar, saw it because of Instagram. So you saw the Instagram post and you tried it and you loved it. Another person that liked it. Vegans can't get protein. Is that the one you were talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm a little bit behind here.
That's okay. I caught it. I'm playing. I'm ahead, and I'm answering them all in my head.
Yeah.
And it's funny. Some funny things are happening up there. Just kidding. Oh, it did snow here, Produce.
Oh, and it's freezing. It was
we got like 8 inches of snow. It snowed a foot at Mockingbird.
Last night it was. I think it's a little bit warm. Oh no, it's back down there. It went down to 18 degrees last night, and right now, that's how much it is here. That's how much. And that's Fahrenheit, so that's pretty cold. Joseph, I love hot chocolate.
I just had some last night.
I had some a few nights ago. Made it myself. But yeah, I might be meeting up with Barbarian Hack in New York City next month, around your birthday too.
Oh, cool.
And maybe we'll do a video if I end up going down there. And I'm also supposed to do a video interview with Teddy Eddy over at his gym.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that'll be another good video. Oh, yeah. You know what? I didn't see that. TOD. Did you see Ben & Jerry's are being sued for false advertising saying their milk comes from happy cows? Vegans are initiating lawsuits now. So you guys might know that I went to Ben & Jerry's this past summer with Noah and Craig. They invited us there as vegan influencers to look at their vegan facility where they were making vegan ice creams and stuff. And when we sat down and had there was lectures and stuff, and they told us all about the company. And you guys can actually see the video because I filmed the whole thing. It's rather lengthy. But I asked them straight up those hard questions when he said something like happy cows. I said it. I said, hey, we all know that there's no such thing as happy cows that are being farmed the way you're doing it. So what do you say to... I don't know. I asked him certain questions, but you guys can go check that out. And I think I uploaded that video on this channel right here. But anyways, if you can't find it, it's linked in my Ben & Jerry video if you guys want to see Ben & Jerry's, what their answer was when I asked them those hard questions. But I think that's funny. I think that's good. They should have listened to me when I said it, too. Marina wants to know how much that is in Celsius. Hey Siri, how warm is 19 degrees in Celsius? Did I say that right? 19 degrees in Fahrenheit is negative 7.2 Celsius. So that's how cold it is right now. And there's snow everywhere. You look just like the vegan zombie. Are you guys twins? I don't understand the question.
Hey, I watched Hereditary.
You did. Did you like it?
I agree with you. I believe what you said was it was really, really good all the way up until the very end.
Yeah, I felt like they wrote an amazing story that actually was pretty scary and well done. And then at the end, they're like, how are we going to end this? Just do this. Okay. I'll have my son do it. Like, oh, but he's only 8. Just do it.
It blew my mind.
Yeah. To disgruntled cows, that sounds reasonable. Maybe if they want to be more transparent with what they're doing. But they even said in their own words, they love the vegan flavors. They even have some of them in their own freezer at home. And we're talking about Ben & Jerry's again. And that they knew that their biggest carbon footprint out of everything they do was the dairy farming. But they had these great relationships with the local dairy farmers and the happy cows. And I'm like, hey, there's a problem here. You're talking to a bunch of vegans right now, and I'm just going to say it right now. There's no such thing as happy cows on these dairy farms. So wouldn't you want to do the best thing to reduce your carbon footprint and go all vegan ice cream, since you, in your own words, just said that it's delicious? I just don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, that's for another video, I guess. What do we got here, going here? Oh, there's a happy cow.
That's a happy cow. I was hoping I had a good video of Sophie, but
that's Sophie from Mockingbird Farm.
That's just her laying
happy lies.
Laying in her little
It's even colder in Moscow. Yeah, I bet. When I think of Moscow, I think of like the Russian, like, at least when I was little growing up, all the pictures and movies I saw, it was always like so cold, and they wear those warm winter hats, and I'm like, it's so cold in Russia, even though I've never been there. But Marina just confirmed it's colder over there.
Colder here.
In the Gorky Park. 4 degrees Celsius. It's like a little bit, it's like 3 degrees, but that's in Celsius. It's like summer compared to Syracuse.
It's me chewing.
Yeah, it's just quiet right now. Yeah, we should think of something fun to do, at least for a video or something. Maybe even a live stream down in New York, and that's if I can make it down there when you're there. Joseph wants to know what I ate today. You know what? It's funny because I think I was saying how I didn't really eat it that often last time, but I actually had oatmeal today. Oatmeal with some frozen blueberries in it. That's what I had. Blueberries. You guys know that video?
Let's show them.
It's so funny. What else was I about to say? you're loving the snow pictures I'm posting as much as I don't like it. Well, thank you. I mean, I'm not going to deny it. I think the snow looks pretty and everything. It's just, okay, so winter used to be my favorite season growing up because for a lot of people don't know this, but so Syracuse, New York is where we are. That's where we both are from. That's where we grew up. If you look it up, Syracuse is the snowiest city in the United States. And I was like, really? Even snowier than places in Alaska?
We win.
We're the snowiest city. It's got to be at least some kind of a population though. Like if it's like population 10 Antarctica, it's like it doesn't count.
Yeah.
We're talking about in the United States, Syracuse
populated area
is the snowiest city, and we usually have like wars with Buffalo as far as like the most snowfall, and we usually win by the end of the season. But here's the thing: we get robbed out of our falls because it was fall here for like 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden winter came. It was 70 degrees, and now it's 19 degrees. And winter can potentially last here, and it's done it for quite a few years. Sometimes we get lucky and it doesn't happen like this, but a lot of times summer or winter stays here for 6 months out of the year. Half the year it's winter, and that's why people don't like it here. People get depressed. They're inside. They're not doing fun things outside because it's always so frigid and cold and snowy. Now, I'm not going to deny, I enjoy like going for a nice walk at night when it's snowing out. It's nice and peaceful, and I can think, and that's when I try to like, my most creative time is going for a walk in that. But when it's like, last year it got like negative 23 degrees. It was way too cold.
Yeah.
So I can't bring my dogs out in that weather, and it's just, anyway, 6 months out of the year. It starts in like September or October, and it lasts all the way until spring. And then it's weird because like it seems like I was just mowing my lawn and now I'm shoveling my driveway.
Yeah.
Within a week.
Yeah, there's no like break.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my rant about the winter here. So people wonder, like, I know a lot of people from different parts of the country don't get to see snow, so they're like, oh, you're lucky you have snow. It's like, I wish we had snow for maybe 2 or 3 weeks of the year, and that would be like at the end of December. Like, that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
And then after that, go away. 66 today in Maryland. Well, my sister's lucky because she's down in that area. What do you wear? I have some nice warm clothes. Wuxley is a vegan coat company. They sent me one of their coats. It's like seriously my favorite coat ever. It's made for really cold weather, and it's the vegan version of like those down coats, those fur coats and down coats.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a fur thing on it, but it's like it's a very like fashionable, very warm jacket. But then also I went with Craig the other day, and I got a really nice. I'm like, you sure this isn't down? It's completely vegan. There's no down in it, and it's very light, and it's like wearing a nice sleeping bag.
Oh, nice.
And it was only like it only cost me like $30 because he got like half off.
Nice.
But usually I'm inside. I'm not outside for long periods of time, so I'm just like a hoodie guy. But if I'm gonna be out there, like I'll wear like the nice jacket. And don't you have some nice boots?
Yeah, I have the muck boots.
Right.
Yeah, because
for the farm and everything.
Farm work.
I think I might get some of those too, just because. But I've been wearing my they're like vegan steel toe boots. I've talked about these several times on the channel, but I've had them for about 10 years now, and they're nice looking, and they're very durable. 10 years, and I think we talked about this where like anything over an hour you start to get cold.
Yeah.
Because they're not meant to be winter boots, but if I'm out there just shoveling the driveway or going for a quick walk, they're perfect.
Yeah, like I'd use my muck boots to hike out. This is where
that's the lake.
That's the lake where I grew up, yeah. And I would just hike out into the middle of it.
I was always afraid to go on it.
When you walk out that far, like it's like 5 miles across or something like that. And I would walk out as far as I could to the point where, not quite halfway, but like I'd walk like 1.5 miles out there. And if there's no snowmobiles or no machines going, like if it's really late at night, you can actually hear the pressure cracks, and you can hear.
That's scary. Oh, and it moves too, right?
It does. It's
kind of scary.
I was never, probably because I grew up on the lake, not on it, but it was my backyard or front yard. I'm just used to it, so it's like really soothing listening to it. But I remember I was gonna propose to Kristen, and I was hiking out into the middle of the
You're
lake.
like, will you? And you went right through the ice. Just kidding.
It was actually a different Kristen. She went through the ice, and I never found her.
you
So
found
I
another
met this
Kristen.
one.
That's right.
But anyway, we got like 50 steps into it, and she's like, "I'm nervous." All right.
Turn around.
So I turned around.
Well, I used to, like when I was younger, when I told that story about how I almost died getting electrocuted, that was right near the lake. So I grew up, I told that story before.
Okay.
So,
I was like, that's a good story. You told that?
Yeah, I did. I
All
told
right.
it.
All right.
So anyway, I used to go out there and then we'd be on like, people be like, I was a couple times on it, but snowmobiles on the ice. I'm like, no, that's too scary for me. Like, people drive cars on it.
I know. When I was a kid, they used to...
You got to be pretty like confident to drive your car on ice on a lake because next thing you know, you're like...
Yep.
And I think that happened to like a construction vehicle or ice road truckers or something. I'm like, you guys are driving on ice and you're driving a tractor trailer that's really heavy. Don't stop.
Yeah.
What shoes are more comfortable, Annie or Converse? I haven't worn Converse since I was a little kid, but Annie, we're both wearing Annie brand right now, and they're very comfortable. Marmaduke's got to get going. We got some side conversations going on here. Hey, Jorge, what's up?
This is a fun chat because we have people just talking with each
We
other.
do.
We
And
got
it's
us talking to each other.
It's funny because we always have around 64, 65 people in the chat. So I think there's like 65 people that like to watch our channel.
In the entire world.
Yeah.
There are 65 people scattered amongst the flat earth.
Oh, TOD says, same here in Toronto. That just reminded me. Craig and I were thinking about doing something. I don't know if when it gets maybe warmer or what. I don't know, whenever. Over in Toronto, because Toronto's not too far from us. And we want to go to a new place. You know, we've been to New York City. We've been to California. I want to go to Toronto. And we haven't been there since we did our cookbook tour.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Kristen and I might go there.
The same time we're there, all hang out, get some nice...
Yeah, yep. We're going to try to plan it around you so that you don't know. And we're like, oh, hey, what are you guys doing here? You want to get some doomies?
We are severely neglecting the chat, but I don't see any questions coming up right now. When we're talking, we're missing a lot of things, and I haven't been scrolling up. Sorry, guys. But I don't see any. If we didn't...
No, I think we're pretty caught up.
Yeah. Yeah, I see. I think we've answered most of these. Ooh, that sounds good, vegan metalhead. Eating lentil soup right now. I just made a really nice soup the other day. I'll probably make a video on it. Or a video about it. I won't be standing on it while I'm doing the video. Best and worst thing about living in Syracuse, Ruby says. The best thing is for me is I love the seasons. I love fall. You love fall. I love the summer. I don't really care for spring. And winter has gone from being my favorite to maybe my third favorite. I like that my family's here and I can, I have my own house and I can go visit my family. And I can also travel wherever else I need to go. What I don't like about it is there's not much for vegans. I mean, there is, but there isn't. Like, there's only one vegan restaurant here at Strong Hearts. With that being said, there's vegan-friendly places, but, I mean, there's a whole market for opening up 100% vegan places here.
Yeah, I agree.
So that would be my downfall is, like, that. Other than that, I know there's a lot of people that I know that always put Syracuse down, but I love Syracuse.
I don't, for the same reasons. I mean, I like the seasons. I like the fact that we get different weather, and it's not the same weather all of the time. I would say the only thing I don't like about Syracuse is I can't grow my own citrus trees and avocado. Like, I feel like if I lived further south, I would have the best garden. And I've been super interested in just kind of like living off the grid.
Yeah, I like that. I watch a lot of videos like that, to be honest.
Yeah.
And you know what? I was watching like those homesteading ones, and I'm like, we could make this. I could do this. This is what I want to do, but like minus the non-vegan part. Like I'd be like the vegan homestead. Wait a minute, buddy. We got the vegan homestead right here. But yeah, I love that. I almost said the S word, but who cares?
Well, it's not kid friendly.
Marcia says you should go to the herbivorous butcher. I've been there twice. I love it. I want to go back. It's been a while since I've been there. I actually know the owners. They're cool people. And if you guys haven't been there, go to the herbivorous butcher.
I haven't been there yet.
I have not seen Craig's latest video, but I saw when we were going live as soon as we started that he uploaded it. So I'm in it, so I know what happens. But I haven't seen it. Barbarian Hack has a good question here. How do you feel about schools implementing vegan nutrition in their health classes? I think that's great, and I think it's long time coming, because if we're really talking about health, we should talk about the things that are healthy for us and things that are not healthy for us. And we all know, science knows, facts know, the data shows that the plant food is the best food for us. I think that they definitely should do that. I wish they did that when I was in school.
I was just thinking that same thing. I mean,
like, why are
I was 15 when I went vegan, and it took me getting yelled at by my doctor to actually eat healthier.
Yeah, because you were the peanut butter and jelly vegan.
I was a peanut butter and jelly vegan. I don't know.
Nothing wrong with the peanut butter and jelly, but
just don't live on it.
Yeah. Marina's grandparent had a lemon tree in their apartment. Ooh.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, we are caught up here. No, I don't follow a lot of people. I just go and I search all kinds of different things, but I'm not. I just like, if I'm looking for off the grid things, I'll just watch like a few different videos. It's interesting to me, and that's how I want to have a nice piece of land that's away from other people. See, I wish I could have it like still like not too far from like Wegmans and stuff. but like, you know, right now my neighbors are like right next to me. I'm in a neighborhood and I don't like it. I want a nice backyard. I want my dogs to be able to run around and stuff like that and grow my own foods. Like where I live, I mean, you can, like, people always ask me how come I don't have a garden. It's like my backyard gets very swampy. You know, technically this is the county of Clay. And I'm wondering, like, did they call this place Clay because the ground is so much like clay and
that's what I heard.
Good soil.
Yeah,
I did hear that once. So
yeah,
I don't know if they were joking.
No, I asked that and somebody's like, yeah, and I'm like, I don't know if you're joking or not.
Yeah.
So,
oh yeah, because you work at the Hafner's. I'm sure you come into contact with that. People asking at the nursery and stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, a lot of people will talk about, well, I wish I could do this, but I live in an apartment. It's like, well, maybe you can. I don't know. What would you do if you lived in an apartment? Would you get a couple of pots and then have like a grow light maybe and grow some?
Yeah, I guess.
You know, at least grow something. I don't know. If you have a place where you can have a community garden somewhere, that happens a lot. Ithaca has one actually, where you have to walk a little ways, but wherever there's a plot of land that like a bunch of people, I don't think they pay into it a little bit, but they get to grow and they share their produce. It's really cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions going on here, but I think all in all, like we're seeing it. I've seen it grow from the time we went vegan till now. We're going to see more vegan things, and it's going to be more acceptable and more mainstream, and more people are going to know about it. And there's going to be people that are going to oppose it. I mean, I just, all these years I've been, pretty blessed that I haven't had to deal with, really anything with family get-togethers, and I just had one. The other day, and it got kind of heated. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're watching this or not, but like, I mean, it's all good. Like, everything's good, but like, I think it got to the point where like we were at my niece's baptism. We were like afterwards eating and stuff, and my uncle started talking to me about nutrition and stuff, and I started talking about it, and he's opposing everything that I'm saying. I mean, not everything, but basically, like, you know, being vegan and stuff, and you know, sure enough, like he brought it up, so you know. It got really heated, and then my aunt was like, she legit wanted to know things. Like, she was asking me questions because she's a type 2 diabetic, and she wanted to start a YouTube channel and stuff, and you know, she's like, I got to stay away from all these different things because, you know, this is what my doctor says. And I'm like, well, you do know those are not what are causing that. Those are what are making it worse now, but they didn't cause it. Like, what causes, you know. And then we got into debates like this, and he got like, I don't know.
So he got angry.
He did. He basically said, like, okay, we can agree to disagree on this or that. Like, basically, I go, like, look, a plant-based diet, proper plant-based diet is the only diet known to, you know, reverse or, you know, diminish the main causes of disease in this country.
Yeah.
Heart attacks, heart disease, obesity, cancers, and diabetes. And I said, you know, the studies show this. He goes, yeah, well, I could find studies on the other spectrum. I'm like, yeah, but there's holes in those studies, and they're funded by the meat and dairy industry. He goes, well, the other ones are cherry picked too. I go, well, not really, because there's peer-reviewed Harvard studies that are not vegan that are saying that this is the best diet. And it got so heated. And then he goes, oh, and then we started talking about the diabetes, and I'm like, look, like, I know what I know. I'm not like, this isn't my expert field, but I do know the facts behind this, but I don't really want to argue this because
it's our...
I don't have like, I didn't have all of the facts like to explain it, but I was pretty sure. And I don't like to argue if I'm not sure about something. And I wasn't sure. And it turned out like I went and I looked at, and I was right. Everything that I thought that I was holding back that I didn't say, I was right. And and basically he was saying that like the sugars and the flours and all that stuff, all the carbohydrates and stuff like that was what's causing diabetes. I go, no, those are what are inflaming something that have already caused diabetes. The meat and the dairy have caused the diabetes. And he says, no, he goes, look, we can disagree on other things, but you got to agree me on this, and if you don't, you're a fraud. And I go, I don't agree with you on this, and I'm not a fraud. And I think he felt really bad when he said that because I didn't agree with him. And we shook hands, and like we, you know, I'm like, dude, I'm not upset, I'm not mad, like, but like you understand, like this is what I do for a living. Like my whole life revolves around, you know, being vegan and my channel and
helping people make the right decisions,
and stuff like this. Like I don't have a degree to say like I am a dietitian or something, or a nutritionist or anything like that. But I think there's enough information out there that shows what's going on. And I guess what it comes down to, what I was trying to explain to him, which I hadn't watched in a while, but Jane Esselstyn, Dr. Esselstyn's wife, does a really good video on diabetes. And that's what I was trying to refer to. But when I said, look, I could send you a video when I get home, and he said something to me like, you ignored my question, and you're using your at-home dictionary or encyclopedia. And that kind of like got my gears grinded. Like I was like, you know, and everyone in the table, they were all looking at me to like, because you could tell they wanted, like my mom and my brother, they all wanted me to like
get him,
like get him. And I'm like, so I did, and I said, look, you know, you're wrong about that. But anyways, basically what it comes down to as far as the diabetes goes is Jane Esselstyn says it perfectly, and she shows that like there's dump trucks that carry which the dump trucks are your insulin. Just consider dump trucks.
I've got dump trucks driving through my body.
This is the analogy she makes. So the sugar has to go into your cells. Okay.
Yeah.
When you eat the sugar, your insulin has to take it to your cells. Otherwise, if you don't have those dump trucks, the insulin, you're a type 1 diabetic. But if you're a type 2 diabetic, it means that something has clogged those cells. It's not the sugar that clogged those cells. So when, you know, the dump truck's doing its job, the insulin's throwing all of, you know, the sugar into the cells, but it's not getting there because they're clogged up. What are they clogged up with? They're clogged up with everything that's saturated fats, the meat, the dairy, the cholesterol. You know, also some some vegan foods too, like the high oils and saturated fats and stuff like that. But mainly the high cholesterol dairies and the meats and stuff like that are what caused it. So you can't say, I'm not saying that sugar is good for you. I'm not saying that the white flours are good for you. But those aren't the things that caused it.
The vegan dump truck.
The vegan dump truck. Maybe that's what my channel could be now.
Yeah.
And maybe
hey, what's up, y'all? I'm a vegan dump truck.
Anyways, I'm getting off point here. The point is I'm not mad. I don't hold a grudge. Like it just got like a heated conversation, and like I wish it didn't get like that. But
could you beat him in a fight?
Oh, probably not. No, just kidding. No. He's my uncle. He's one of my favorite uncles. He's a good guy. So, but yeah, like the whole table was like, "Oh, Chris, now what?" Because I don't know.
Boom.
But I didn't want most of all, I didn't want the wrong information going to my aunt, who is a diabetic, and she was like, "Well, I'm not supposed to eat this and this," and I'm like, these are the things that are good for you, though. Like, don't eat the meat and dairy. Just get away from that. I don't know.
He just needs dump trucks, I think.
Yeah, Asturian Rider, white sugar is healthy. Like, he's got a video where he's like, no, and he pours the whole bag of sugar on his cereal or in his smoothie, I forget, and he proceeds to eat the whole thing. He's like, it's not. This isn't what causes it. It's not. I mean, he has a point, but don't do that. Oh, my God. I'm not giving medical advice, by the way. Go watch. I just said I'm not a technical expert, but I do know... I memorized the facts out there that are very clear. There's lots of people out there that will give you problems being vegan and slamming you for being vegan. Like that was one of them, Like, I'm like, and the other thing I said to him, like, then why have I been eating these things all my life, and I've been vegan and I've sustained it. My blood work is great, and I've been doing this for 25 years. Tell me that.
Yeah, well, when you're 100, you're going to die. And it's going to be from something, and it's probably going to be related to veganism.
Probably is. Oh, no, we were cool. Yeah, Jorge, we were cool the minute...
Right after you clocked him.
I could tell that he, like, felt bad for saying that. And I was trying to keep my calm, too. But I might have raised my voice a little bit, too. I was like, look at that, getting all... Like, you could tell I was getting pretty heated. But, I'm the kind of person, I'm not going to, like, back down and let somebody tell a whole table of people something that's wrong when I know when I know it's wrong. But, yeah, we're good. We're good. We agreed to disagree on that day, which was a couple days ago.
That day?
I became a godfather to my niece.
Oh.
I did. So...
Godfather Chris.
As soon as they said, Godfather, I'm thinking I am now Michael Corleone. The other kind of... Hi guys, can I post my link for the donations for Mockingbird Farm for my birthday? I'll let this guy answer that.
Absolutely. Speaking of Mockingbird, I wanted to tell you that we spent last Saturday trying to winterize a bunch of stuff. We got the electricity out to the pigs so that they can have their heat lamp and a bucket of water so that they're nice and warm and they don't have to leave the hut if it's too cold.
And there's a couple of them, right? There's a couple huts that are like that.
Yeah.
Some of those piggies don't like to get along with each other.
Well, especially when it gets cold like this, they like to have their own quarters or they'll get cranky. It's been it was fun. But yeah, you can post that link anywhere you want. I really appreciate it. In fact, this is kind of sad news, but we should talk about it. JJ, who's actually been in this chat before, one of our live streams or a couple of them.
We were supposed to do a video with him, right?
Yeah.
He's the one. I never got to meet him, but is that Jay Carney?
Yeah, and Zach.
He wanted us to do a video when he got better?
Yes.
Oh, man.
But anyway, he was going through some serious health complications with his esophagus and liver. I don't know what the cause of it was, but his immune system started to shut down and attack his blood, and he ended up losing the fight last week, and passed away. He was my age. He was born in '81, and he was a really, really good friend, and he loved Mockingbird. And so my friends Aaron and Becky, Aaron and Faith, they hosted like a fundraiser
Yeah.
in his name, and they matched donations up to $2,000. So
And they made it.
yeah, in like 3 or 4 days, we raised $5,500 for JJ.
Yep.
And I think every year in October we're gonna do like a JJ fundraising event,
Yeah.
because that's something that he would be really, really proud of.
Maybe you should even put like a plaque or a picture of him at the farm.
Actually, I was gonna plant a tree and then put a plaque underneath the tree. For
Okay,
him.
that'd be great. Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was super sad week last week, and then to top it off, the day after we buried him, my grandma passed away. That literally the next day.
Yeah. Sorry
And
about that.
no, that's okay. That's just she was 90. She was gonna be 99.
She's
on
the one
15th.
that you would tell fake stories to when you were driving.
Yes.
Scary stories like grandma.
Yep.
You're never gonna guess what happened here.
Yeah, I'll be like, did you know that a person died in that field over there? And she's like, oh, that's funny.
But she knew you were
yeah.
making it up.
Yeah. So.
And she's the one that lived right down the street from your parents? No?
Yes.
Yeah.
2 doors down.
Okay.
2 down. Does John ever have good news?
John, you got your back. Yeah.
I know, man.
Someday you're gonna come in here and be like, my back is good. Like, I won the lottery.
I know. I'm sorry. I really didn't want, but I did want to talk about. So here's the thing. I wanted to talk about JJ because I think that's amazing that like this community pulled together and raised over $5,000 from Mockingbird.
Can we pull up a picture of him?
But then I felt guilty for not mentioning that my grandma passed away. Because, like, what if my family's like, what, your grandma doesn't mean anything to you? My family watches TV sometimes.
So anyways, if you guys were wondering, I guess it wasn't my place to say it, although I don't think you would have been mad, but that was why you weren't live last week, because it happened that day, last week. That was your family emergency. Should I...
Yeah, you can show that.
Is there one of him with the animals or no?
There's one of him holding.
Is it this one right here?
No, that's cute though.
Let's show that.
Okay.
Can I? Wait, no. Let's just show that one. No.
Can you drag it?
Drag this?
Yeah. Is that how you do it?
Oh, is that? Can you do it? Can I? Oh yeah. Oh, that's nice. I didn't know I could do that. No.
I didn't either. Does it work? Hey.
I'm just gonna pull up a picture of James.
I wish we had a picture of like the early 2000s back when we first met.
There he is.
That's where we made all of our memories as a group of friends. Well, like we would drive down to Ithaca every like Wednesday night with a bunch of vegans, and we'd go to this Thai place and we get like the whole menu vegan.
Taste of Thai.
Yeah. Then we go jumping off the waterfall, and we go to get a coffee, and then I drive back home. It was amazing.
I never met him.
He was such an amazing guy, and he really wanted to get out to Mockingbird and cook. He wanted to make Janelle like a crunch wrap, and he also like wanted to get into like gourmet cooking.
Should we make a crunch wrap? Should we do a like old style vegan zombie video crunch wrap in memory of him?
We should.
Let's do it.
Can we have? You think we can have? Oh, never mind. We can't have because Janelle makes really good crunch wraps. She'd be down with that, but it can't be old school vegan zombie if we.
Well, we can make them, and then we can do like maybe a live.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Over there.
That's a good.
Well, let's do a vegan zombie video like here, where it's a little bit easier to film, and then we'll go over there and maybe eat lunch. How about that? Or dinner.
How about that?
There's some questions over here that let's see what are here. So going back here, let me just explain here. A couple people said, wait, you're a godfather and you're not religious. Exactly. They asked me to be the godfather. I couldn't say no. I wanted, to me, I am. I'm not religious, but I went there and I'm technically her godfather. So as far as I'm concerned, if anything, godfather, godmother are supposed to take care of the kids if anything ever happened, which I'm glad to do. But nothing's gonna happen. But yeah, I'm the uncle that's her godfather. And to piggyback on this, I was making I actually just was talking to Justin about this too, Lotus.
Okay.
And because he asked me the same thing, he's like, "Wait a minute, you're the godfather? Isn't that religious?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, I kind of thought so too." But he agreed with me on the other things too, because I celebrate Christmas, I celebrate Easter, but to me they're not religious to me. They mean something completely different. To me it's a family event. Like, I mean, I think that's like that for a lot of people. For me, it's almost a nostalgic thing. It's like I think of how I was when I was little, and to me, every year I love getting together with family. It's not about religion for me. It's about getting together with family, and I can celebrate that and call it Christmas because who's going to stop me? That's my prerogative to do that. I don't look at I don't look at, same with Thanksgiving. I don't. For me, it's like a Friendsgiving, like we do. It's like a celebration of life. And
the thing that I feel like as humans, we are accustomed to just being very traditional. That's what we did last year. That's what we're going to do this year. What's cool though is if we see something wrong or something that we shouldn't be doing, we don't stick to it. That's why we're vegan. Well, every year we kill ourselves a deer and we hang it on the tree outside and let it bleed all over the grass.
I saw a good meme for that. It's like you are killing another being to celebrate your life and tradition, like to celebrate. Yeah. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. And I think tradition, we don't, I mean, I think those kind of things started back in the day when, like, early settlers or people that, they don't have supermarkets. They needed to feed like a family so they didn't die. And like, we don't need that anymore. Chris, did you have MySpace? Yes. Let's see if it still exists. It's a campaign of distraction. MySpace. Bam. Featured content. Is MySpace still a thing?
Does MySpace still exist in 2019?
I don't think it does. Let me see if I still have an account. I'm pulling it up here. Oh man, what was it, Kim? Page not found. No, I don't. I guess I don't anymore. They took it away. It was campaign of distraction was my username. Do you know what that's from?
Yeah, it's just Taking Back Sunday song.
Yeah. It says it refuses to post the link of the Mockingbird donation post on Facebook. It's a link that you're trying to post on Facebook? We're kind of behind here too. That's weird. Mel's a godmother and not religious.
I'm a godfather and I'm not religious as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that whole time I'm telling this, you're like, well, I'm one too, but I'm not going to say it.
Well, I don't...
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
My story's not exciting.
Who's your god?
I don't even remember. That's why I didn't want to bring it up, because I have like 20 nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
I'm one of their godfathers. I think I'm actually Aaron and Faith's godfather, Ben's godfather.
Okay.
But none of us are religious, not even the parents. But they're just like, you're technically the godfather if something ever, God forbid, happened.
Is MySpace chronological order? Hey, Crystal. I don't know if it is chronological order.
I'm president on President's Day. Oh.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, Race.
Race, you're funny.
Crystal, yours is vegan makeup share on MySpace? I don't think I ever had a vegan zombie on MySpace. That was before.
Yeah.
I signed up on a new platform last night because I was reading all that stuff about how my YouTube is like done for after all this stuff. I don't think it's done for, but it's definitely things are going to change. So like I went over and claimed the vegan zombie on like another platform. I'm like, I hope I don't have to use this, but just in case.
Yeah. Holly, I was emo too. That's okay. When I had MySpace.
How many brothers and sisters do you have, John?
I have 5 brothers and 0 sisters. And
That we're all caught up.
one brother has 5 kids. Another one has 2. Another one has...
Wait, how many do you have again? Say that again. You have
5 brothers. I've got Robbie is the oldest.
no sisters.
No sisters.
5 brothers.
Robbie, Scott, Chris, and Ed are twins.
Okay.
Michael. And that's it.
I'm a God and not religious. I started to say that, but I meant to say Godfather.
I'm trying to think what my MySpace song was. I had a Cartel song on there once. And remember how you could like put music to whatever you were feeling on the left? Yeah.
I think I had Saya Breathe Me at once, and then I had Running from the Rain by Thursday.
Nice.
I think that was my last one that I had.
Nice.
Thoughts on candy canes? I love making candy canes. I did a video at No Egg Craig's Hercules.
You guys made candy canes?
We made candy canes. But I don't like candy canes. I never liked them. Like,
they're messy.
sometimes like the blueberry flavor, raspberry.
Blueberry.
But I just was never a candy cane kid. I felt like they just threw them at me on Christmas and I was supposed to eat them, and I was like, oh, it's like eating toothpaste, you know? Thoughts on candy canes?
Those are our thoughts on candy canes.
Yeah.
F candy canes. Nope, not monetized. There was the true story. There's a guy from Syracuse who looks just like Pete Wentz, and he was in the dance video by Fall Out Boy.
That's funny because Crystal just said she had Fall Out Boy on there. What a coincidence. I think she's saying that because she's friends with them now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one of them donated to the Kickstarter.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
The drummer is vegan straight edge.
That's who did it, yeah.
He went on tour with Earth Crisis. He drummed for them for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who was the drummer that came to your house? That he was from Straight Light Run?
Yeah, Will Noon.
Well, okay.
Yeah. Breaking Pangea, Straight Light Run, and Fun. That's pretty cool. That's bragging rights right there.
Yeah. But
I know
really like
famous.
Straight Light Run.
You know, Kaylee is out there making some serious waves.
She is.
She is opening for Frank Turner right now, all across the. I think she's.
I saw that she was with somebody. Like,
yeah, Frank Turner's like.
I don't know who that is.
Like kind of like he used to be in a hardcore band back in the day. Now
Turner
he does
and
this like. I want to call it like a post-punk folk, like a folky punk. I'm trying to think
Andy.
of.
Like Zookeeper.
No, like more raspy, like. Polar Bear Club, but acoustic.
Oh, you just reminded me of the Polar Berry Club, the donut.
That donut's named after that band.
I know it is. All the donuts.
And you want to know something?
What?
The guitar player from the original lineup of that band is married to Janelle, the owner of Mockingbird's twin sister, Jasmine.
Wait, who's married to her?
The original guitar player from Polar Bear Club.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. They live in.
I've never met her. By the way,
she looks just like Janelle, but is not.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
We like Dashboard Confessional.
Yeah. Okay.
Chris Carrabba.
So the thing is, Kristen likes all the new Dashboard stuff. I like the stuff that it was just him and the acoustic guitar. I didn't like it when he went full band.
What about Further Seems Forever?
I loved him in Further Seems Forever, but I also love the other 2 singers in Further Seems Forever as well.
Okay.
We can talk emo all day.
Yeah, we used to like that was like that's all I used to listen to is I think I guess it kind of started with The Cure, but like then it was like Jeremy Enoch.
Yep.
From Sunny Day. I've seen Frank Turner so many times live.
The Scarlet Ending. Oh wait, did we open for Frank Turner?
You opened up for
We opened up for La Dispute once.
Boys Like Girls.
Boys Like Girls and
Amberlyn. They were big, and then they were jerks, weren't they?
Yeah, they were jerks to Kalina. We opened for Thursday, a band called Animals as Leaders, which is like a wicked technical instrumental band.
I I got all my old
And be
iPod.
on the coast throwing
punches at
yeah,
the
yeah.
waves.
We open for them, and
We always listen to that when we drive home, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I get that
You're
song
like-
in my head for the next week. Throwing punches at... Wait, how's it go?
throwing punches
At the
at ocean waves.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fun song.
We can't play it then because we'll be
'Cause
like,
then we'll-
demon... No.
We'll get demonized.
Demonized. Do you like metal? Like Iron Maiden? Some metal. Fascination Street, Greatest Cure song. I just posted Charlotte Sometimes when I was driving home yesterday.
I saw that.
That is how my brother named my goddaughter. Her name is Charlotte. And but like I said, I found my old iPod. I have 2 old iPods.
Oh, really?
So I was listening to all the old music.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
When did you say that? Did you say that tonight?
Yeah, I just said it.
Just now.
Yeah.
That's the first time you've ever said it in your life, though. To
No,
me.
I said it like about 5 minutes ago.
Oh, dang.
But you didn't.
Was
hear it.
I wasn't listening.
No, because you were talking. I interrupted. So yeah, but yeah. This link. So Linda just posted the Facebook link for the Mockingbird for Sandra.
Thank you so much, Sandra. It means a lot. It really does. That farm means everything to me. Sorry.
I like for driving. I like stuff like Mogwai and Explosions in the Sky and stuff.
Okay. I'll listen to all sorts of stuff. Like, sometimes I'll want to listen to the chronological discography of a band if I have like a 10-hour drive. So I'll listen to like Coheed from start to finish.
Oh,
right?
yeah. They're
Or I'll listen to a theme album. Like, I'll listen to the Thrice Alchemy Index all the time. When we were on our cruise, I'd listen to the Ocean Water one.
You got me into that too.
But lately, I've been into Dreamwave, which is like synth pop, 80s music.
Oh, really?
Like, you know the movie Drive?
Yeah. Well, which one?
The one with
With
Ryan Gosling in it. That soundtrack, it's like
it's super good.
Yeah, so I've been really into that kind of music that I can just kind of focus on the road and just kind of zone out a little bit. But I do love metal. Like, I'll listen to one of my favorite bands is Every Time I Die from Buffalo.
They just played.
Yeah.
Ruby Soho says, "Do you like Morrissey or the Smiths?" When I got into The Cure a long time ago, I liked the Smiths. I never really liked just maybe 1 or 2 songs from Morrissey, but like not really a fan.
Yeah.
Like, people always say, "Do you like who's better, Morrissey or the Cure?" And I'm like, don't even say that to me. It's always The Cure, like way better. But they always like group them 2 together. But for a while there, like when I was like maybe 13 or 14, I was listening to the Smiths a lot.
Oh, Ginger. Yeah, she's got. Have you ever listened to Ginger before? It's like this metalcore band.
No.
It's this woman vocalist. It's ridiculous. She's
That's
got
funny because
a good
I just
singing
said,
voice and then this like really deep guttural. It's pretty crazy.
That's funny because I just said the Cranes too. If you guys heard me under my breath, the Cranes were also a woman vocalist from way back when I was younger that I really liked.
Okay, do you remember a band called COPPA?
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking early 90s.
Yeah.
Like a woman fronted like emo band.
Yeah.
I think she was in a band after that called Idle. I can't remember, but anyway, I love that.
Wait, Crystal met Claudio Sanchez. That's
I tell you
awesome.
my Claudio story.
You met him too?
I met them. So, Starting Line, brand new, and Coheed and Cambria played at a place in Buffalo when I was going to college there. And so I went to go see Starting Line, who was the headlining like pop punk band, and Coheed and Cambria opened that show. There was another. They didn't open it, but they were the first bigger band that opened. There was some opening band, and then Coheed played afterwards. But I remember standing next to Claudio. He was drinking. It was a beer bottle, but maybe it was a root beer. I don't really know what it was, but I was like, "Oh, who's that guy?" And then he got up and started playing guitar, and like he was like doing all this cool stuff. I was like, "Wow, he's wicked good!" And then all of a sudden,
He gets up there and
they were a famous rock band.
That's awesome.
And then brand new was fun band to watch that night, and they obviously got really big.
For people that know this, you know this, but when I started writing the script for The Vegan Zombie all those years ago, the first scene that really got me inspired, where I was like seeing in my head like, oh, this scene would be perfect to this song, was Coheed and Cambria song. It's hard to find the song because you got to find, like, if you Google it, you probably won't find it
because it's a hidden track.
It's a hidden track on Godsend Conspirator, and it's a very end, and then it's like very like zombieist. Like, it was perfect. But that inspired me to write part of the movie. Do you like Rammstein? I've only heard like the one that was really the song that was really popular here, the Du Hast.
Yeah, that was popular when I was in college. Yeah. I didn't really.
When you were in college, I think I was still in high school when that came out. Which meant that you would have been even younger.
I didn't hear it till I was in college.
Oh.
That's what. You know, remember those CKY videos with Bam Margera?
Yeah. Well, that's so weird. I was just listening to CKY, Disengage the Simulator, yesterday.
That's where I heard it, and I was in college.
Lost in Translation has a really neat soundtrack for driving. I was just thinking of Lost in Translation like maybe a week ago. Good movie. Starting line. Does my dad have any health problems? Yeah, but I don't know if I should talk about it on here. I don't know, Robert, if I've ever heard the song "Haunted" by Typo Negative. Never really. I mean, I know I've heard Typo Negative, but I don't know any of their songs, and I didn't like ever actively listen to them. But like maybe my friends were listening to them at the time, so I don't know. Hey, what is your favorite band? Can't Be Soft. What? So like Guar or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, Taking Back Sunday's good. Minnie Mendez. We got a couple of those. Your brother had a CKY.
Remember those videos were so cool because it'd be like they went to Iceland once and they do all these skateboarding. It actually made me think of you.
Well, that's
this is like the kind of stuff Chris Cooney does. This is fun.
Well, we did used to do that stuff.
Like, I know, but like before.
Like a long time ago. Because I'm a little bit older than Bam. I remember when he was like a thing down in, I think, Philly. He'd go to the skate spots down there, and he was like the little kid. They're like, oh, there's this little kid that skates there named Bam or something. And then, all these other things came out. Skate videos and Jackass and...
Yeah.
What snacks have I been eating lately? I've been eating these Bavarian pretzels. It's just very simple ingredients. Snacking on those.
You make them?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I found some vegan ones.
I saw you make... Did you make that bread video yet?
I didn't make the bread video.
Because I saw you made another loaf and it looked amazing. Or yeah, was that...
That was for the Halloween party, and it was really good.
Yeah.
But I did do the video for the first part of it. The bread is going to be a two-parter because you got the starter. So I did part one already. Okay. I got to do part two. And there's a few reasons why I keep, putting it up. I want to make the perfect one.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah, and it takes a while to make it too. Like you really gotta put a lot of love into that dough. It's not just like boom, boom, put it in the oven. It takes a good 12 to 16 hours. So it's like an overnight process.
Yeah.
For the best one. Is vaping banned in New York, and how can I quit? I don't know if it's banned in New York, and I can't give any personal experience how to quit because I've never smoked or vaped or anything. But the only thing I can say is like you gotta have some good willpower and what my brother never vaped, but he started doing the lozengers. Actually, almost all my family has smoked except for my mom. My dad still smokes.
He does.
He can't stop smoking. We've tried all my life to get him to stop smoking. And both my brothers used to smoke. They don't anymore. My one brother still does the lozengers though. Like, those are probably not good for you.
No.
And my sister used to smoke. She doesn't smoke anymore either. So I don't know. I'm not like. Can you do a fancy bread video? Well, yeah, that's my video that I'll be doing. It is a pretty fancy bread too.
It's beautiful.
It is.
I love the way that comes out every time.
Tastes delicious. Looks delicious.
The texture.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's very impressive, to be honest.
Have you tried it?
Yeah, I've tried it.
Yeah,
yep. I tried it. I dipped it into a hummus that you made. I was like, this guy knows how to cook.
Yeah.
This guy can cook.
Sometimes I cook. Sometimes I don't. You know. Sometimes I cook and I don't do videos of it. I'm like, I should have done a video of that.
I know.
Yeah, there's no better day to quit smoking than today. Today is the best day to do it. Does my hair feel healthier since I cut it? I wouldn't say it feels healthier. It's just, I don't know. I miss it being longer, but it does. I guess it feels pretty healthy. It's easier to comb it, that's for sure, and it's easier when I sleep. That's for sure too. What is my favorite Oli ice cream flavor? I'd have to, the only time I ever had it was in my taste test video. Because I try not to eat too much, things that are not the best for me.
Yeah.
But it was really good. What was my favorite? Probably, I don't know, maybe chocolate. I know they just came out with a chocolate chip, too.
Kristen can't stay away from the vanilla when she gets it. She just keeps getting the vanilla.
You got to watch my video, because I probably tell you in the video what my favorite one. But watch the Vegan Zombie Taste Test Oli ice cream. Did you see Oli's also... What are they coming out with? They came out with like a quinoa milk. So now
wow.
Now it's like Keenly or something.
So this is kind of a thought that I should probably research before I say it out loud, but the only thing that makes me nervous about some of these things, like plant-based milks, is the sustainability of whatever milk you're making. If you're making a cashew milk, we need to talk about the sustainability of growing cashews. Quinoa, for example, is... I haven't done a lot of reading on it, but I believe it's grown in areas where they can't deal with the demand that we have, so they're actually doing, I don't know if it was deforestation or doing something where they're allocating more land to just growing quinoa, and it's disrupting some things. I need to do a little more research on it.
I did look into that, but
it's just something that needs to be addressed, because I think there's going to be a large swing towards plant-based in the next 20 years. So we need to be proactive about. It's going to be great because the amount of land that we'll save.
Bye, Christelle.
Bye, Christelle. Crystal, sorry, I don't know why I called you your old Instagram name.
No, that's her. She's.
Oh, okay.
You can call her that, yeah, Christelle. Continue.
So I think it just needs to be, because companies only focus on their bottom line, and if their bottom line means doing whatever they need to the land to get their money, their bottom line, they're going to do it. So even if a company transitions to completely plant-based, we still need to make sure they're doing ethical, sustainable, everything, and not just like taking all the nutrients out of the land, or you can't like monocrop stuff.
Yeah.
I'm very bad at words. Use them.
Well, I'd be interested to see what Oli did, because Oli, started this for like, more of a sustainable thing. So they probably already looked into that.
I'm sure.
Maybe they even have a solution for it. I don't see them doing like
not them. But like, what about these other companies?
But what I'm saying is, like, I'm sure they've looked into it and found something else. So I'm sure there's a way to do it that other people can kind of
adapt
replicate.
to.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Ryuko has a good question. My cat loves when I sing. I sing when I'm cooking. How about your dog? Loves music, or you're singing? My dogs love it. I'm always singing to my dogs. In fact, I've got a video that was on my one of my security cameras in the house of me singing to both the pups. And I know you sing to your dogs. We both sing to our dogs. I think everyone does it.
Yep.
I'm always singing. Like I have like certain songs that I sing to them all the time. There's like I don't know 5 or 10 songs that are just.
Even I have songs for Indy.
Yeah.
And he's not even my dog. I don't have a song for Zeke.
If you guys haven't seen John singing to Indy on the Vegan Zombie channel, look it up because it's a classic.
Is it the one where I'm singing Indy is a pretty little puppy?
Pretty little pup. Like he kind of sounded like Coheed and Cambria there. He sounded like Claudio. And then there's another question. Jorge says if you're wearing capes, you develop the disease. But he meant to say vapes. And in fact, I started watching that video by Mike the Vegan. I think he posted it like yesterday or the day before. I started watching that video because they know the cause of those people that actually died from the vaping. So they were going over some of that information. I like Mike the Vegan. He's very informative. Oat and hemp milk is the most sustainable.
Jorge, dairy definitely requires more land because you have to take into account that the land that the animals take up.
Oh yeah.
But also all the grains that we have to grow to feed them. So
yeah,
it definitely does take up way more land. But I'm just a little bit concerned that the companies that are going to be swapping, they just need to do it the responsible way, I guess.
It's kind of like that argument where people say, well, almonds are not sustainable because they take so much water. And it's like they don't take anywhere near as much water as cows and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you don't realize it. And like, I saw it firsthand when I went to Mockingbird just because you see a 2,200 pound cow and it's like, that's 2,200 pounds. Like, what are we, like 160 to, most people are like 150 to 200 pounds or 1 to 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Whatever we eat in a day, that animal eats like so many more times than you eat. So just to sustain that animal for one day, it's drinking gallons and gallons of water. It's eating tons of food just, to sustain its normal everyday life. People don't realize that. They think, they just get a little bit of hay, a little bit of water. No.
They just go out and they chew on the grass. And
that's I mean, they drink a lot of water, and that's every day. Not to mention the water that has to go towards the feed, the crops in the feed that are going to feed them every day. Like, it's an exorbitant amount of water going to, rather than just watering almond trees and stuff. I don't know. Just ridiculous. Gomez keeps losing the internet. That's not good. I saw a funny meme the other day. It said something like, why is my connection to my house so bad? I have no connection to my house, but people can upload videos from a cave in Afghanistan. Do I have a singing voice? Yeah, of course I do, We got, indie songs, the Zeke songs, Zeke and Indy. I got a whole video on it here. I'm not going to show you guys.
Ooh, it's getting late for me, you guys. I think I need to be leaving soon.
Oh, yeah, we've been on almost 2 hours. So any last questions for John?
Yeah, we got any more questions before I disappear? Do you guys even want me here?
John.
I'm just kidding. You guys want me here.
Yeah, we've had a long conversation tonight. 70 people in the chat.
Yeah, I feel like we covered a lot of good tops.
We've talked about a lot of things tonight. And if there's any questions, let me know. We'll do more videos soon. And of course, go over and check out my recent video that I posted, the VEGO bar, the VEGO bar. Check that video out. And also the UFO story with my dad. That's a good one. Will you be live next week? I don't see why not. Will you be here next week?
Yeah, I should be. Unless something terrible goes wrong with my back and I can't. Then you come to me, or I'll just talk to you from my phone.
Out of all these that we've done, I think you've only missed that one day, right? We've had to postpone.
No, I've missed a couple.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I missed I think 2 so far. I know we did one where I FaceTimed with you though. That was fun.
But we've had between me and him, like I've gone live. So ever since we started this,
we've gone live once a week.
Every week, yes.
Yep, we haven't missed one.
I know one day we did it early on a Tuesday. We did one on a Thursday another day. But for the most part, it's always been Wednesday.
Ruby wants to know if anyone has vegan Doc Martens. Kristen does. I don't know what she thinks of them, though, because Wilder ate them.
My boots that I have are kind of similar to that, but they're... Let me see if I can pull up a picture of it while we're talking about some of the other... Oh, I can do that by going to YouTube. John, have you tried CBD oil for your back?
Not on a constant basis. No, maybe just once. I took some CBD pills, gummies, a while back, and that was before my chronic pain. Chronic. I should try that. I'm willing to start trying anything. Thank you guys for all the well wishes. And
did you say LOL wishes? Like LOL?
Well.
Oh well.
Well wishes. They wish me well. And I'll see you guys next week while Chris looks for a what are you looking for?
This right here. These are my boots.
Those are the vegetarian ones that you have, right?
Yeah, these are, I mean, I can't really blow it up here, but those are them. They go up to about here though. They're nice boots. They're like my favorite boots. And they're very durable, steel toe. I've had them for 10 years almost. Yeah, 2010 I got them.
Nice. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Of course you never go outside ever.
I don't?
Nope. You have. When's the last time you actually went outside? 4 years ago?
Yeah, I haven't been outside in at least 4 years. It's been a while. But I mean, that's what happens, you know.
All right, buddy. I'm gonna go take care of the pups. Kristen's at a ballet.
At a ballet, okay.
She's at the Russian ballet.
Well, I'll see you either next week or before that.
Yeah, maybe we'll talk.
Oh, let's talk about I'll text you later. We'll talk about that Crunchwrap. Maybe we'll do a video on that.
Yes, that's a good idea.
We'll do that. What do you guys?
Bye, guys. Thanks for hanging.
Hanging with the vegan zombie.
That's right. Probably need my keys to get out.
Yeah, you probably need the keys. And you want to take the rest of these with you too?
Yeah.
Cool.
Where did I put my keys, though? That's the question. You're watching Technical Difficulties. I'll take my garbage, too.
That should be a segment with us. Technical difficulties.
I spend the next 20 minutes just poking around your room looking for my keys.
I have not seen Joker yet, no. You did, though, right, John?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. I'm going to have to see that. Huh.
If I were a pair of car keys.
Where would I be today?
Did I drop them down here? Nope.
Where did you put them? You never went downstairs when you got here, did you? No.
I came right up here.
You came right up here.
And I said, Indy, get out of here.
Oh, you did? Okay, so are they in your pocket?
There is something in my pocket.
Are they in your
They're not in my sweatshirt.
They're not in your hoodie pocket.
You're watching Where's John's Keys?
Featuring John.
Nope, that's just garbage. Just garbage pockets.
All right, I guess we're going to close this video out then. So thanks for watching, as always. And watch out for zombies. All that good stuff. I'm probably going to go live on the main channel very soon because I have a vegan cuts box to open, so you guys be on the lookout for that. Maybe I'll do it. What's today? Maybe I'll do it. Yeah, maybe we'll do it Friday or something. Who knows? I got another video to put up for tomorrow. It's time to go eat dinner and feed the pups. So I'll see you guys next time. There goes John.